This is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and today we're going to do a comparison between the iPhone 5S and the iPhone 5C. $100 and a design sets them apart. A couple of other important things, and we're going to look at them now. So the iPhone 5C and the iPhone 5S, for those of you who are having trouble deciding which one is really worth spending the money on, here's a little rundown of the differences. Now, really, a lot of this is going to come down to your number one, your budget, because the iPhone 5C is $100 less money, which makes more of a difference on contract when you're going down to $99 rather than $199 for the least expensive model versus retail where you're talking $549 versus $649. But the biggest difference is going to be aesthetic first off. We have metal right here. Beautiful design as ever, pretty much unchanged from the iPhone 5. I had to make a little change to the camera here to accommodate the dual LED flash, and this guy is polycarbonate plastic, available in several zingy colors. You have your choice of pink, blue, green, which we have here, yellow, or white. Do you think the colors are really cool and fun and playful? I actually think they do. The thing about plastic is going to be a little bit more slippery, perhaps a little bit less durable. Now, that said, this guy so far has been incredibly rigid, hard to scratch. So I'm not too worried about the fragility of the iPhone 5C, as such things go. Next difference is going to be the camera. Now, it doesn't look too different on the back other than the differences of the flash, but you get this new True Tone flash on the back of the iPhone 5S. It's an amber plus white flash. Makes for more natural exposure colors when you are using the flash. Both 8 megapixel, but the pixels are larger on the iPhone 5S, much like they do at the HTC One, so you're letting in more light and capturing more detail, and it does make a difference. The iPhone 5C has a nice camera, very nice camera. It's pretty much the iPhone 5 camera, and this guy just steps it up, particularly in low-light photography. It's a noticeable difference. In terms of physical design, the controls are all in the same place, but you can see the difference in the button size, probably because it's a little hard to make little teeny plastic nubbins and your finger tends to slide off a little more. So Apple made these elongated ovals here for the volume controls. The slider lock is the same. If we look at the top, the power buttons are identical. If we look at the other side, same thing with the nano SIM holder on each side. And if we take a look at the bottom, we get the grill design here on the iPhone 5S. This is your speaker here, your microphone's under here. They just designed it that way, generally for a look of symmetry. You're not getting stereo speakers, even though it might look like it. Both have the lightning connector, both have the same 3.5 millimeter audio jack. Here we have little holes instead, because with plastic you don't want to drill too many holes too close together because you would create a weak point. So just a difference in styling there. When it comes to displays, you got the same exact display on both of these phones. Both 4-inch Retina displays, 326 ppi pixel density, same 1136 by 640 resolution, same brightness, 500 nits, same contrast, 800 to 1, same experience. Both of these running iOS 7. Both of them come with the iWork apps and the iLife apps. If you want to download them, you can. That is the apps that are compatible with MS Office. You got your Keynote, your so on, so you can do Word, PowerPoint, Excel kind of stuff, and you get iMovie and iPhoto on both of these. They both have LTE 4G in this country. They're both available on every major U.S. carrier. They both have Wi-Fi 802.11 BGN, Bluetooth 4.0, and a GPS with GLONASS. Front-facing 1.2 megapixel camera, updated here with the larger pixel size also. Both have HDR on the camera. So, really, what it comes down to is aesthetics. Do you like the plastic casing? Do you like this? And lastly, those minor differences that we talked about. Okay, some of them aren't so minor in the camera. There's a couple of other major differences. Our iPhone 5S, of course, has the fingerprint scanner built into the home button here. So now you can pass lock your phone and not spend a whole lot of time poking your pin in. You can just put your finger right on there to unlock the phone. Also, while this iPhone 5C has the same A6 Apple CPU that we had in the iPhone 5, our iPhone 5S has the new A7. Nominally the same clock speed as far as we know, but wow, does it benchmark a lot faster. That's not necessarily so important right now that you got this faster 64-bit processor here, but a year, 2 years down the road when your contract is getting a little long in the tooth, if and when, especially if you play games, developers come up with ways to really tax the new A7, then you'll appreciate the difference. If you're not really much of a 3D gamer, probably less important to you. Apple tends to do a very good job of streamlining the operating systems. Both phones have excellent voice quality and Similar data speeds, really not going to see much of a difference there. Again, they both work on LTE on all 4 major U.S. carriers with fallback to HSPA Plus if you're on GSM, or 3G EVDO Rev A on Sprint and Verizon. So that's the iPhone 5S and the iPhone 5C. Both of them are available right now, but the thing is the iPhone 5S is currently in short supply because launch just happened. As time progresses, that'll improve, but really what it comes down to is aesthetics first off. Which do you like better? Do you like the zingy, cool plastic look, or do you like the traditional, tasteful metal look that we have right here? And also, future-proofness. The iPhone 5S, obviously faster, probably going to last you longer in terms of speed, especially if you play games. I'm Lisa from Mobile Tech Review. Don't forget to watch our video review of each of these phones, read our written reviews, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.